The kennel door creaked open, revealing a mountain of muscle and menace. The air was thick with tension as the massive creature stepped into the light. This wasn't just any dog. This was a giant English Mastiff, his eyes burning with a mix of fear and fury. His gaze pierced through the shadows, a silent warning to anyone who dared to come close. His bark, a guttural roar, reverberated through me, shaking me to my core. It was a sound that demanded respect, a primal call that echoed through the empty halls. He had torn through multiple homes, labeled aggressive and unmanageable. Each family that took him in hoped to tame the beast, but all had failed, leaving a trail of broken furniture and shattered trust. His time was running out. The clock was ticking, and with each passing second, his chances of finding a forever home dwindled. The sadness in his eyes told a story of abandonment and despair. He was deemed dangerous, a liability. The shelter staff had all but given up on him, seeing only the aggression and not the pain behind it. He was a prisoner of his own fear, trapped behind bars. Everyone was ready to give up, everyone except me. I saw something in him that others missed, a glimmer of hope, a spark of life that refused to be extinguished. He was massive, easily over 200 pounds with paws the size of my hands. His sheer size was intimidating, but I knew that beneath that hulking exterior was a soul yearning for connection. His face, a roadmap of wrinkles, hinted at past battles. Each scar told a story of survival, of a life lived on the edge. But those eyes, they held secrets, memories of a time when he was loved. This dog was a ticking time bomb, and I was about to step into the blast radius. The tension was palpable as I approached. Every muscle in his body coiled like a spring ready to explode. But something in his eyes, a flicker of vulnerability beneath the aggression, drew me in. It was a fleeting moment, but it was enough to give me hope. I saw the dog he could be, not the monster he was made out to be. This wasn't a lost cause, this was a challenge I was ready to accept. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to break through the walls he had built around himself. And I was determined to be his last chance. With patience, love, and unwavering commitment, I believed we could turn the tide. This behemoth on the brink deserved a second chance, and I was going to give it to him. Every dog has a story, a unique journey that shapes who they become. And this Mastiff's story was etched deeply in fear and misunderstanding, a tale of survival against the odds. Abandoned at a tender age, he bounced from shelter to shelter, never finding a place to call home. As he grew larger, more intimidating, and more desperate with each passing day, his chances of adoption dwindled. He had been crated for hours on end, left to his own devices, with no one to guide him or show him love. He was never taught how to be a dog, let alone a good one, and the world outside his crate became a mystery. His sheer size alone was enough to make people wary, their eyes filled with apprehension. Couple that with his booming bark and natural guarding instincts, and he became a figure of fear. In the eyes of those who didn't understand, he was a liability, a risk they weren't willing to take. Every failed adoption, every harsh word, every yank of the leash only deepened his sense of isolation. Each negative experience reinforced his belief that the world was a dangerous place, full of threats. He lashed out, not out of malice, but out of fear, a desperate attempt to protect himself from a world he couldn't trust. The first time I approached him, it was with caution and respect. No sudden movements, no loud noises, just a calm presence and a gentle voice. I could feel the tension radiating off of him, his muscles coiled tight, ready to spring. But I held my ground, offering him a treat, my hand outstretched, palm up, a universal sign of peace. He eyed me suspiciously, his growl a low rumble in his chest. But curiosity, that flicker of vulnerability I had seen before, got the better of him. He took a hesitant step forward, his nose twitching. It was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. In that moment, I knew I could reach him. Our early days were a delicate dance of patience and persistence. Every interaction was an opportunity to build trust, to show him that not all humans were threats. We started with the basics: sit, stay, come. Simple commands, yet monumental achievements for a dog so used to chaos. Each success, no matter how small, was celebrated with praise and affection. I could see the shift in his demeanor, the tension gradually easing, replaced by a glimmer of understanding. He was starting to learn that good behavior brought rewards, that he could trust me, that maybe, just maybe, there was hope for him after all. Section 5, Conquering Fears, Socialization and the Outside World. The next hurdle was socialization. Used to a life of isolation, the outside world was a cacophony of sights, sounds, and smells that sent his anxiety spiraling. We started slowly, with short walks in quiet areas, gradually increasing the exposure as his confidence grew. Other dogs were a particular challenge. His instinct was to bark and lunge, a primal response to perceived threats. But with careful introductions and positive reinforcement, he began to understand that not all dogs were the enemy. He even made a few friends along the way. Section 6, Positive Reinforcement. Rewarding the good, redirecting the bad. Positive reinforcement became our mantra. Every positive behavior, every sign of progress was met with praise, treats, and affection. Punishment was never an option. Instead, we focused on redirecting unwanted behaviors, replacing fear with confidence, aggression with trust. It was a slow process, fraught with setbacks and frustrations. There were days when it felt like we were making no progress, when his old demons threatened to resurface. But I never gave up on him. I knew that beneath the tough exterior beat the heart of a dog who simply craved love and understanding. Section 7, Patience, Persistence, and the Power of Love. They say patience is a virtue, and never has that been truer than in working with this remarkable dog. Day after day, we faced challenges that tested our resolve, but we never gave up. It wasn't about dominance or forcing him to submit. It was about earning his trust, showing him that there was a better way, a way filled with kindness, understanding, and mutual respect. Every day was a lesson in patience, in pushing back my own frustrations and meeting him where he was at. It required a deep sense of empathy and a willingness to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, but surely, the walls came down. The barriers that once seemed insurmountable began to crumble, revealing a gentle soul beneath. The growls became softer, the lunges less frequent. Each small victory was a testament to the power of patience and persistence. He started seeking out affection, leaning into my touch, craving the warmth of human connection he'd been starved of for so long. It was a beautiful transformation to witness. Love, I realized, was the most powerful tool at my disposal. It bridged the gap between fear and trust, turning a once fearful creature into a loving companion. This journey taught me that with enough patience, persistence, and love, even the most broken spirits can heal. Section 8, A Transformed Soul, the Mastiff I Know Today. Today, this once fearsome Mastiff is a testament to the transformative power of love and positive reinforcement. He is a gentle giant, a playful goofball who loves nothing more than snuggling on the couch and going for walks in the park. He is living proof that there is hope for even the most challenging of dogs. He still has his moments, flashes of his old anxieties, but now he has the tools to cope, the confidence to navigate the world without resorting to aggression. He is a constant reminder that every dog, no matter their past, deserves a chance at a happy life. Section 9, Never Give Up, Inspiration for Every Lost Cause. The journey of this Mastiff is not just his story, it's a beacon of hope for every dog labeled aggressive or unmanageable. It's a testament to the power of patience, persistence, and unwavering belief in the potential for change. Never give up on a dog, no matter how challenging they may seem. With love, understanding, and the right approach, any dog can overcome their past and embrace a brighter future. Remember, every dog deserves a chance, and sometimes all it takes is one person to make all the difference.